For a basic stadium, as the Vetch was, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a derby day. The hype all week got everybody up for the match. The media was always Cardiff biased and was only willing to show pre-match build-up if it made Cardiff look good, or if it was in Cardiff's favour. One match we won 2-1 and scored 2 screamers. So we legged it home to see them show it on the news. We got home, turned on the news, them to completely skip the match if it didn't even happen. If they had won 2-1, it would have been all over the news and in the Evening Post. But all we had was a bloody paragraph hidden inside the paper, if that wasn't biased.
It's like walking into a cauldron of sound, and it feels electric. Probably the best ground I've ever seen. Down the North Bank, in the Melners bar, and then in the Harry Griffiths bar at the other end. That's what that got me through the work in the week, to be honest.
I was around 13 and my mate Gavin's father got us tickets to go and watch the Cardiff game down the Vetch. I couldn't sleep the night before. I'd never been to watch a proper match down the Vetch, only friendlies. So we walked down towards the ground with all the fans, and the atmosphere was amazing. The smell was buzzing, mind. We sat upstairs in the East Stand, but once the game started, we didn't sit down at all. Everyone was up on their feet, banging their feet up and down to the point where we thought the stand was going to collapse. It was mental. About 40 minutes into play, the ball was kicked into the way end, and it took a while for it to be thrown back onto the field. When someone threw it back on, it fell, lifeless, and it was dense, like a bag of spuds. When we looked at the ball, a fan had stabbed a Stanley knife into it. The scary thing to think that people were carrying knives with them to a football match. The Cardiff fans were mental in the head.
At the last derby game at Ninian Park, the first in the league for many years, the atmosphere was at boiling point, mainly due to the fact that it was the first time Alan Tate had played in front of the Cardiff faithful since the incident with Trundle and a Welsh flag a few years prior. Mike Dean, the ref, got hit with a coin thrown from the Grange end, and the game was heading for a well-fought draw when Alan scored on the 88th minute to make it 2-1 to them. I left my seat and started to leave, contemplating the abuse I was going to get from a house full of Jack fans. But then a roar was heard, and I ran back to the gate and managed to see through a gap in the fence. McCormack stepped up to score a final kick penalty to make it 2-1. I was quite looking forward to heading home now.
Due to Swansea's miraculous climb into the Premier League, it was 3 years between a home derby and our last defeat. This was different. This time we were in the Premier League, and we were in red. Thankfully, our form in the Premiership was steady. Every game there were usually chants against the Swans, but a new one was being heard from the home fans. We're coming for you, you dirty Jack bastards, we're coming for you. And boy, did we. From kick-off, Swansea could not get into the game. Mitchell was anonymous, and we were cutting out their passes all game. Swansea cleared a shot, and the fans started up. He's captain of Wales, he's captain of Wales. He's Ashley Williams, he's captain of Wales. To which we responded with, he's not even Welsh. Stephen Corker's 62nd minute header from a corner won us the game, with Michael Vaughan getting his marching orders for the decapitation of Campbell. An ex-Swansea player winning the game for the Bluebirds. Magic.